And because I think people, maybe some people, they don't really know about classical music, but I'm pretty sure they know Bach, Suite Number 1 with cello.
Yeah,
it's really
accompanied cello suite by Bach. The
famous one.
Yeah, the famous one. Yeah, I think if you Google that famous cello song, this is the one.
Number one.
I think this will. Yeah, this is the one that will come up.
Did you listen to that before, Mark?
I might have heard it. But I'm not sure I can identify.
I'm 99% sure you.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
If you've heard of Beethoven 5, I'm pretty sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is so. I mean, the Bach cello suite is just number one. It's got everything. It's I mean, of course, yeah. First, it was it composed so many years ago, early 1700s, and then kind of not forgotten, but it was there, but it wasn't as popular as obviously as it now.
Okay,
but then Pablo Casals in the mid 1900s made it really popular. He made it his mission to make it.
Oh, really?
Sort of popular, and now because it's got everything. If you listen to it. Yes, it's from a player point of view. It's the not just the technical. How do you say the music? It's from start to finish. There's the home, and then you go on this journey, and then you reach the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
And then you come home, but it's really
it's like a beautiful journey.
Yeah, it's a beautiful journey, and it's just a prelude. So there's other movements in the first suites too.
But the first movement, it's really popular.
Yes, it's kind of a start of a circle of life, so to say.
Yeah,
I don't want to sound too pretentious, in fear of putting anyone off, but it's everything with nature, and it's difficult to explain because I just play it and then have.
But I'm really curious when you play this movement. What you think about, like, what's your mindset and when you play?
When I practice, I think about what first. There's technical stuff which is a bit boring. I'll try to keep it on the surface level. But the point is this whole musical journey through different harmonies, and it's Prelude has the improvisational quality to it.
Right.
A bit like old school jazz. But really, they did do a lot of improvisation in the Baroque era, based on the chords that were given, and it has to feel like a improvisation.
Okay,
these preludes. I have to make my right hand breathe somehow, and not to make it too artificial.
Okay, it's more naturally.
More natural. So we start in this key of G major. And it arrives to the dominant key, kind of stays there.
Yeah.
Goes through this sort of snaking around. We don't know where we're going to go. This sort of improvisational effect.
Okay.
And then it's all about coming home to that G major. G major home. And I find it's a lot of similarities with calligraphy. We used to do that in Japanese school.
Okay.
And it's not just you pick up this brush and you just write. There's also a process of preparing this kind of cloth you put on the table.
Yeah.
And this metal bar to hold the paper. You have to prepare the ink. Wash the brush.
Yeah.
Take care of the brush. Also, the hair is, quite sensitive. This is also what I find with Bach. So this is sort of the preparation, the mental state before you play.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pick up the brush, you put the ink in it, and then you start to write. And this is the moment where I feel when we start to play. And like you see on paper, you see how that person was feeling, how their sort of, how their technique and everything. You just see it on the paper.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way when you're playing with Bach.
Mm-hmm.